Today's video, we're going to be covering dual carriageways. We're going to be driving on and getting off them via the slip roads, which is the acceleration lanes and deceleration lanes, and hopefully overtake a few vehicles at the same time. So let's get driving and we're going to do some dual carriageways. So we're going to enter via an acceleration lane and exit via a deceleration lane. Most people know them as slip roads. And it's, if anyone wants to know where it is, it's the A5, which is the main dual carriageway going through the centre of, well, from one side of Milton Keynes to the next. So we're going to come to this roundabout here and we're heading towards the A5, and you can see on the sign it's a left. It's nice, nothing too tricky. It says A5 left. So it'll take us a minute or so to get there, and then we're going to get on the A5, and then we're going to be getting off and getting on a few times and just talking about what's going on. Now, while we're driving there, weather conditions are a little bit windy, but it's not too strong, so it shouldn't affect the driving too much. And there's a lane closure, so nice and early, looking at getting myself out rather than waiting to the last second. So if you know it's closing, look ahead of you, and it's a bit like when you're driving on any road. You look right on the road, make sure it's safe to pull out, don't leave it to the last minute. And what we're going to do is go under the dual carriageway to the right and get on via a right one. So it's going to be the right turn at the roundabout. So it's a funny shaped roundabout, if anyone wants to know. So we're heading towards, on the sign it is Milton Keynes on the sign, which is A5 North, if anyone wants to know. I'm slowing down for the traffic. Another thing to bear in mind, if it's one lane, traffic tends to build up a little bit towards the roundabouts or junctions. So it looks like they're doing some repair work on the actual other side of the carriageway, as that's closed. There's another thing to remember, that's closed on the entrance on my right, what I'm approaching, which means everything on the roundabout is going to come towards me. So bear that in mind when you're driving and you're about to enter a roundabout. If there's a lane closure on your immediate right and nothing's going in, it means everything's coming towards you. So that's probably why there's a bit of a queue. So I'm hoping this video gives you lots of little tips. If it does, fantastic, give it a thumbs up and feel free to share it at the same time. And if you're new to my channel, click on that subscribe. So it looks like we're next. So it's pretty clear, so I've got a nice easy entrance. I'm going to stay in the right lane because I'm going round. I don't want to come across to the left. But so yes, it's a funny shaped roundabout, I suppose. Under the A5 we go, and we're going to do a right turn. So at this point I'm going to put a right signal on, letting everyone know I'm going round. Otherwise they'll start wondering if I'm going to come off. And the acceleration lane's coming up, so I'm just checking. It's uphill, so it's a little bit harder, so you've got to build the speed up pretty quick. You don't want to be entering a carriageway or even a motorway, because it's a bit like a practice for a motorway really. You don't want to be entering at slow speeds, you want to be building your speed up. So I'm catching up with that van, which is a bit slow for the van I suppose, so I'm having to slow down a bit. And I'm letting people know at this point where the grass ends I'm going to get on. As that van's going a little bit slow, causing me to slow down a bit. Now I'm looking to pull out, and I'm going to look to overtake him at the same time because he's going too slow for me. Way too slow. Because all I'll do is sit behind him. And I'm looking to pull back in at the same time because there's a white van behind me wanting to get past. And there's nothing wrong with that. But you don't want to hog the outside lane, the right one, for no reason. You can hear the wind, it's quite windy. And 60 mile an hour is good speed. And we're going to come off at the next exit. So we've got countdown markers there, 3, 2, 1. Check in, signalling. And you're not going to slow down unless you're on the deceleration lane, unless there's traffic building up, so we're slowing you down. and then I'm going to get back on. So I'm going to cross over the roundabout to get back on. So I'm not sure if it's left or middle or right. So I'm going to chance it and go to the middle. It looks like it's the second exit. So it's middle lane I'm going to use for. Lights are on green, drop into third gear rather than second because it's pretty clear at the moment. And coming across to the left, because that's where I want to be. And I'm checking them lights, keeping on the lights all the time. And I'm letting people know I'm coming off. Acceleration lane again, so I might even catch that silver van or white van who's going slow. Yeah, there he is. So, unfortunately, I've got to give way to him because he's on the carriageway at the moment. And see, he's going really slow. But because I signalled, that white truck's pulling out, helping me. So I'll give him a little wave. Because that silver van ahead of us is causing a problem for everyone. It's going too slow. Now, there could be a problem. But if you're going really slow, you really want to not drive on a 70-mile-an-hour road. So I can't get on the moment because everyone's overtaking because the vans are going slow. So I've just got to keep my gap from the van and look for a gap to get out when it's safe. So it's interesting. So I'm keeping a 2-second gap, so I'm doing about 40 miles an hour at the moment. There's a gap coming up, so I'm showing a signal. And I'm coming out. So yeah, if you're going to go onto a 70-mile-an-hour dual carriageway, make sure your car can do it. And if it can't, and you have to go slow, then, you know, either don't go on it, or show a hazard. Otherwise, people are having to slow down pretty quickly because they're not expecting it. So we're doing 68 miles an hour, approaching that truck who's doing, or HGV who's doing 60. So I'm going to look to overtake again. And I'm keeping my eye on it. It's a foreign truck driver, see the reg plate's different. Now, because he's quite close to the next heavy goods vehicle, then I'm not going to pull in. I'm going to stay where I am because it'd be pointless to pull back in to come straight back out. So I'm doing about 70 miles an hour at this point. Checking what's going on ahead of me, checking what's happening behind me. And there's an exit, so I need to get off at exit. So I've got to make a decision. I've got plenty of time. And I'm looking to come off. So I'm checking. That's the idea, nice and easy. And then you've got on carriageways, you've got the little mini car parks that you can pull over into, parking spaces. And there's your countdown markers, so I'm checking what's going on. And I'm signalling. And I'm not slowing down until I get to the deceleration lane, that's quite important. But you can hear it's quite windy out there. I'm slowing down now, easing off the gas. And I'm going to look to get back on again. So we might even catch that silver van again. That'd be funny if it happens. But sometimes you come off at an exit and then realise, oh, it's the wrong one, it's one too soon. So you got to get back on. But it's just practice at getting on and getting off a carriageway because it's very similar to a motorway, the way it works. And it's all about building your speed up and letting people know that you want to get on. Because as soon as I show a signal, the white heavy goods vehicle started pulling out from me. And the weather's changing a little bit of rain now we're having. And I'm looking for that silver van now actually, see if we can get ahead of him. And I'm building my speed up and I'm letting them know I'm getting on. Now I'm checking that mirror, there's a nice big gap, there's a white van in the right lane and a car behind him. So I'm going to come straight on. So I've got my speed up at 60 miles an hour in 5th gear then. I'm going to come off at the next exit, so it's pretty quick. You've got the post on the right, by the way, sorry, on the left, with the red stripes on, the white posts, the marker posts. Oh, the weather's starting to change now. And I'm giving a bit of space for that white van in front of me, and I'm letting people know I'm coming off. So it's a quick video on dual carriageways, getting on, getting off. I hope you like it. I hope it makes a bit more sense to you, because some people are a bit worried about entering at speeds. And look out for my next video next Monday coming out. lights are on green, so I'm just gonna keep an eye on them, and I'm going left as I come off. So I'm leaving it in third gear, so I've gone from fifth to third at that point. And I'm off the carriageway now, back on normal roads, or in Milton Keynes, the grid roads, which is 60, 70 mile an hour roads, some of them. And then just going where I want to go. Good luck with your driving, by the way. And if you do looking to try dual carriageways, I hope this video is helping you. Take care, safe driving.